Welcome back, folks. We're here, Beast 94 here, the first week of December, and we are 2 weeks away from Starrcade 2001. We're in the Southeast region tonight in front of 5,100 people, and first thing we're doing this show is recapping the main event of last week, which was the WCW Tag Team Championship match, which saw Shane Douglas and Bam Bam Bigelow squeak by, getting a victory over the former Tag Team Champions, Pinpoint, which is Jindrak and Styles, with a roll-up victory and escaping there with a 60 rating here for the recap. And in our first matchup of the evening, Rob Van Dam defeats Kaz Hayashi in 8 minutes 30 seconds with a split-legged moonsault. Kaz Hayashi is 62, Rob Van Dam is 78, 70 rating overall. This is a key match just to get Rob Van Dam featured as the U.S. champion with a win, and Kaz Hayashi has a great match and great showing against one of our top stars. Great stuff out of both guys, got the crowd hotter. Post-match, Chris Kanyon comes out on the stage and confronts Rob Van Dam and says he wants his rematch for his WWS Championship, and Rob Van Dam obliges and says, anytime, any place, Chris Kanyon, you and I can run it back for this U.S. Championship. Kanyon seems pleased with that as RVD starts kind of going to the crowd a little bit to get some more reaction. 71 rating overall, so good stuff going on there. We could be seeing a rematch at Starrcade, which was good from the last pay-per-view. We get a graphic that shows the main event of Nitro tonight is Mike Awesome versus Booker T. So that's exciting. That's a good main event match. 61 rating there. We got Militia in-ring promo with Guido, Gonzalez, and Crazy talking about how last week they have taken out Shane Helms and that Guido should be considered the new WCW Cruiserweight Champion as he has taken out the current Cruiserweight Champion with his Militia. 59 rating there. They get interrupted, however, though, by Zero Cool, which is Sean O'Haire and Scott Taylor. And Scott Taylor and Sean O'Haire challenge the Militia to a 2-on-2 tag team match. 51 rating there. Alright, in and about they had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Zero Cool defeats Ray Gonzalez and Super Crazy in 6:45 when Super Crazy gets disqualified when fighting Scott Taylor because Guido attacks him from behind. Super Crazy at 54, Gonzalez at 51, Sean O'Haire 48, Scott Taylor 43. Taylor and O'Haire have excellent chemistry, and the announcing quality lifted the match with a 50 rating. Solid stuff here. This is kind of my undercard, mid-card tag team division, so good stuff going on here. Post-match, we start the 3-on-2 beatdown for the Militia, which is what they do best. Trying to lay out Zero Cool with a 62 rating. However, this time, Shane Helms makes the save as Zero Cool starts battling back as well, and the babyfaces stand tall as the Militia kind of backpedal up the ramp up to the stage as the babyfaces stand tall to end the segment. 59 rating there. I see a 6-man tag in our future for Starrcade, so good stuff there. Shane and Bam Bam Bigelow enter Bischoff's office, all proud of themselves that they spoiled his plan last week to try to have Pinpoint be tag team champions again. And Bischoff said, I don't have this whole plan that you speak of against you guys. You know, at one time we were on the same side, and, you know, I'm just trying to find fighting champions. And you know what, Shane and Bam Bam, that's exactly what you guys are going to be. And at Starrcade, you're going to be in a fatal 4-way tag team championship match. And these are the participants. So 64 rating there. And here are the participants. So it's going to be Bischoff announcing the tag teams of the Nightbreed, which are Vampire Warrior and Vampiro, the Road Warriors, and Pinpoint will all be challenging Shane Douglas and Bam Bam Bigelow for the WCW Tag Team Championships. 71 rating there. And as you can expect, Shane and Bam Bam are very upset and they storm out of the office. Bischoff is playing a tweener. He's just being an authority figure. He sees both sides, similar to the William Regal rule. And an extremely short match, Abyss defeats Frankie Kazarian in 4:58 by pinfall with a black hole slam. Abyss of 56, Frankie Kazarian of 54, 45 rating overall. This is simply just to get Abyss another victory here on Nitro, and to build him towards Starrcade because he's going to be going up against Lance Storm. And post-match, Abyss is trying to lay out Kazarian as Lance Storm makes the save. Pretty much, he's not really beating down Abyss, but he's just getting him to backpedal a little bit as Storm stands tall. Abyss backpedals with Mitchell. 47 rating there. Backstage, Kevin Nash is lacing up his boots, and Jeff Jarrett walks up to him, and Nash is, "What the hell do you want? We both know, Jarrett, that you were involved with that situation last week with those two masked guys. I don't even know who the hell they are, but they're somehow linked to you. There's no way they just randomly show up after your match." And Jarrett tries to assure Nash that he had nothing to do with it, and that tonight Jarrett has Nash's back if that happens again after his match, and hopefully Nash will see that Jarrett is sincere and that does have his back. So 66 rating there. As Jarrett walks out, Nash is kind of perplexed and doesn't really understand where Jarrett's coming from and doesn't fully trust him. So 66 rating there. And a decent matchup. Chuck Palumbo defeats Billy Kidman in 9:22 with a super kick after being distracted by Buff Bagwell. Billy Kidman at 53, Chuck Palumbo at 47. 52 rating overall for this storyline. Quality of the announcing lifted the match. Good stuff. And Kidman cuts a promo challenging Buff Bagwell to Starrcade with both respective ladies in the corners. And this will be the final time these two face off, as this will be the end of the feud for sure. 55 rating there. Backstage promo from Bill Goldberg, talking about his match tonight against War Machine Rhino, and that he's looking forward to facing off against the Man Beast, and that he kind of sees a little bit of himself in the Man Beast, and that he feels he's enjoying the idea of facing off against Rhino, as he's facing someone who could potentially be an equal match. 70 rating there. And in about that great heat and good wrestling, Bill Goldberg defeats Rhino in 9:42 with a jackhammer. Goldberg is 72, Rhino is 62. Lack of selling was a rough situation. 63 rating. Did get the crowd hotter, and the quality of the announcing was good. So not the best, but definitely not the worst. Post-match, Scott Steiner attacks Bill Goldberg from behind with a chair and puts a Steiner recliner on Bill Goldberg until referees have to come in and break the hold. 73 rating there. So we're officially going to be on the road to getting Scott Steiner versus Bill Goldberg at Starrcade. Looking forward to that. Hopefully that match is not a stinker. Backstage, Rey Mysterio and RVD cross paths, and Mysterio and RVD are kind of, they're buddies, they're, acquaintances, and Rey kind of, talks about how he would love to face off against RVD for the U.S. Championship because they would tear the house down. So RVD says, well, let's find out. Next week, if you can beat Chris Kanyon, I'll make it a triple threat match at Starrcade, and you can get an opportunity at the WCW US Championship. So 74 rating there, and a big match for next week with big implications for Starrcade. RVD is a fighting champion, so he's trying to do the best he can. In a decent match, Kevin Nash defeats Devon Storm at 5:40 by pinfall with a jackknife powerbomb. Nash is 69, Storm at 45, 70 rating overall. Good stuff out of Nash. Post-match, the two masked men show up yet again from the crowd and start attacking Kevin Nash. Nash is trying to put up a big fight, but unfortunately the masked men are just too powerful for him. 63 rating there. And Jeff Jarrett hits the ring and makes the save for Nash as the masked men scurry away and jump through the crowd and book it out of the arena. Nash is kind of confused, but happy to see Jarrett, as Jarrett is offering his hand to Nash and has his back. So, interesting segment here. Jarrett was actually a man of his word and came to the aid of Kevin Nash when the masked men showed up. I think most people thought he wouldn't, so this is an interesting development. 66 rating there. And in our main event, about to have great heat and good wrestling, Booker T defeats Mike Awesome in 13:20 by pinfall with a scissors kick. Mike Awesome at 59, Booker T at 75, 71 rating overall for the main event match. Good stuff here. Booker T gets a big win on his road to Starrcade, and Mike Awesome gets featured in a TV main event. And post-match, great rating. Sting propels down from the ceiling, hits Booker T with a Scorpion Death Drop, and holds up the WCW Championship to end the show. 85 rating. That's probably my highest rating I've ever gotten. So big main event implications with these two. I'm so excited to see them wrestle at Starrcade. Let's see what we got for a final rating of the show. 74, that's a great number. Increased popularity in 25 regions. Again, the Canadian and Japanese are having some issues with that situation, but that's okay. Big rating on our way to Starrcade. Definitely better than last week. I learned from my mistake for sure. But we're 1 week away. We got one more Nitro, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, maybe two, from Starrcade. So we're looking forward to that. Hopefully you're enjoying this. If you are, please drop a like. Please comment. I will answer every comment I possibly can, because I love chatting with the viewers and just kind of seeing what you guys think and what you guys are liking and not liking. So definitely would love some more opinions, anything like that. I'm always open to criticism or critique, anything, honestly. And then if you are enjoying the videos, please drop a subscription, and we can keep this going. You know, the more people really reach these videos and really enjoy them, the more I will produce them. Obviously, I'm going to try to do as much as I can, but the more love I feel about them, obviously the more I'll push to get more out as much as possible. So it's up to you guys on that one, but I definitely have appreciated the love I've gotten so far. Now, having said that, I'll see you next time for the next Monday Night Nitro.